Sorry, sir. Hey, let me talk my shit, man. Hey, listen, you might ask, why are you wearing a coat inside? Listen, I do what I want. I do what I want when I want, how I want. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't ask questions, bro. Don't ask big man questions. Nah, real talk though. Just for the fit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you know when you do things just for the fit. Like I was walking down the high street today, and it was cold, and I wanted to do this up, right? I wanted to do this up, and it would have looked calm if I even did it up, but for the fit, you know what I'm saying? I have to sacrifice everything for the fit. No, I'm not gonna be that type of guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. See them as like me. If I'm standing still for too long, let's say I'm in a line and I'm in. Let's give an example of when I'm lining up to go clubbing, right? And I'm there, and the light is moving slowly. I will start brutally shivering, bro, if I don't have adequate clothing, if I don't have adequate anything. You know what I'm saying? If I don't got a coat on to keep me warm, even with a coat on, when I'm still and I'm not moving, I'm not generating any heat, I think my core temperature just drops, like, and I just have to start shivering and that, bro. But the thing is, I warm up so quickly. It's weird. Like I experience both sides, both extreme sides of the spectrum. I extreme both ends. I don't get it. Like if I'm still, I get extremely cold and I have to wrap up and this and that. If I'm moving, I have to take off everything because once I start moving, I get hot quickly, ASAP. Do you know what I'm saying? I just start burning, fam. But I mean, it makes sense. Makes sense. I'm pure muscle. Nah, man, like I got a lot of muscle. You know what I'm saying? Um, in the days where I used to eat a lot, so in that surplus, you have a higher metabolic rate, right? You're eating a lot more food as well, so your thermogenesis, so you're also um, burning a lot more, and that all just contributes, right? That all contributes. But now these days, I can have my coat on comfortably, be walking, and be fine because I'm in a deficit. I'm in a deficit. My metabolic rate has dropped. Simply because I'm on keto and I'm in a deficit and I'm in rest, recovery, and repair mode. You know what I'm saying? I'm very my energy, my body is choosing to conserve this energy because it has to, it has to because it wants to prioritize my survival. But yeah, man, them girls in the line that have nothing on, bro. They only got a dress on and it's literally 0 degrees. It's 0 degrees, and they're chilling. They're chilling. I don't understand it. It's like they don't feel the cold. Maybe they do feel the cold, but I think someone came up with this theory that maybe this isn't a theory, it's just something I've heard. But girls are just more accustomed to pain, so they just like generally girls are more accustomed to pain because of what they have to go through. You know what I'm saying? Hormones and you get me, and they're just more accustomed to it and just firming it, right? And so their pain threshold is way higher than us males, bro. We're weak. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? We need to man up, fam. We need to woman up, bro. Come on, we need to get with the program. But nah, it's crazy though. It's crazy though, because something's coming to mind, right? This is about tangent. Listen, this is about to go on. This is about to be a tangent, but I think it's interesting to mention. It's a podcast. Probably Chris Williamson talking to like a hormone biologist or something like that, whatever it is. But essentially, what the point is here is that girls have periods, right? So they have rising levels of estrogen, then decreasing, and they got the rising levels of progesterone and decreasing, and these kind of dictate how they feel and how they feel towards their man and how they generally feel towards the world, right? Because at one point they're looking after an egg, and they want to be conserved, this, that, and the other. But the egg is ready to be, you get me, ready to be fertilized, so they're active, and so their mood and their ways of looking at life is kind of dictated by where they are at in the cycle. This is I'm making a point, like the points that was made in the video, right? And but the interesting point to me that was made was that testosterone is actually something that's reactive. So it's like it rises in response to things. So the point was made that we are more unstable as it is compared to women because the testosterone is reactive to our surroundings or stimuli. Something, I don't know, what raises testosterone? I mean, we know the gym, right? And I don't know, linking a thing. I don't know what type of things would raise testosterone like that, but it, the point was made that we are more unstable and here, there, you know what I'm saying? And but the stigma is that women are like that. They're reactive, um they're unstable, like you gotta be careful around them, you know, you know what I'm saying? I'm struggling to find the right word, right? But it's like their mood will change like that. But in actual fact, it's actually us that are more like emotionally, mentally unstable. No, I don't think that's the right word, but you know what I mean. We're more generally unstable because of the fact that we are also dictated by hormones, and that hormone is dictated by anything in our environment, right? While theirs is dictated by a regular cycle, right? And so you can predict their behavior according to what point they are in the cycle. Whereas with us, you never know. You never know. That's why it's so dangerous. You know what I'm saying? We're just if given the right context, a man can act in any type of way, bro. Anyway, tangent. Hey, back to Keto, man. Get back to Keto. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. I might have reached the breakaway point. But I don't want to speak too soon. I promise you, I don't want to speak too soon because I've spoken too soon on a lot of things, and I've been disappointed, man. I've been disappointed. You know, ones. You get you have your expectations high, and then because it doesn't hit the way it wants to, it drops further. So wait, no, that's not the way I want to phrase it. It's like if you had never been told about something, then your dopamine levels would have stayed the same. But if you get told about something, your dopamine levels rise in anticipation, and you don't get that hit, and it dips below, and now you're feeling disappointed, upset. You may as well never told me in the first place. Tangent. I'm feeling a lot better, right? I'm feeling a lot better. Even after going to the gym, and that was surprising. I was kind of worried because obviously my muscles. I've been telling you about the muscles. The muscles aren't really up to scratch right now. They're not catching up. But today, I mean yesterday, I drank a little bit more of the blue salt, the potassium and the sodium, and this morning I drank a little bit more salt as well, and I added a little bit more fat to the meal so that I could have easier access fat fuel for my liver. Yeah, my liver does the metabolizing, right? So I gave it a little extra fuel so it could more easily access and burn fuel for my early morning workout, right? Because what it is, I think, is that the liver, it can more easily use the fat that you ingest as opposed to the fat from your body because you have a certain limit on the amount of fat that your liver can extract ketones from your body. There's a limit on that rate that it can draw ketones from, and so it's easier to pull from the stomach. And I don't know the specifics, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the general gist, right? So if I'm going to go gym, it makes sense for me to do that, right? So I did that this morning, and yeah, man, it was a good workout. The problem is with this regime, this workout. It's like, I don't know right now, 6:30, 6:45, and I'm up at for like a bit like 4:45. So for me to get a good night's sleep, I need to be in bed by like minimum 9. If I start my day as soon as I wake up, so 5:45, I'm starting my day now when I'm going gym, right? Normally, if I'm going work, I'll wake up at 4:45. I go back to bed at 5:45, and I get an extra hour of sleep before I get up. But now I'm starting my day so early. It's like I have to be in bed early, and I've been trying to be in bed early, like even when I didn't have to be in bed early, and I've failed. But now I really do, because if I don't, then I'm really not gonna get no sleep. So that's one that's one drawback. But but it's worth it. You know the ones where it's like you wake up earlier in the day, right? And you feel like, okay, I have a lot more time during the day. But it's a lie. That's not how it works. Because if you go to bed later that day, you'll just get less sleep. You won't get the amount of sleep required. If you're going to wake up the same time, you always have the same amount of hours in a day, right? If you want any sort of, I'm not going to say any sort of consistency, but like if you want like good sleep, right? Because otherwise you're just going to be like shifting your sleep one way, shifting your sleep the other way, cutting here, cutting there. It doesn't really make sense. So it's like a false illusion of added time. You always have the same time every day, right? So you want to do things today that will make future you happy. That's how you be productive. And that's how you give yourself short bursts of dopamine and motivation when you see things, you make things easier for yourself tomorrow, next week, right? Everything that you do today influences what happens tomorrow, next week, this, that. And you have to realize that every choice you make, every action you make is a choice. Tangent. Hey, listen. Anyways, back to the keto energy levels, right? I went to the gym. Did a little calisthenics. It was cool. I'm saying I can do my muscle up now. I can do a muscle up now. Congratulate me. No, I'm playing. Have I gone into this yet? I don't think I have. You know the ones where it's like I've been trying to do a muscle up for a while and I couldn't do it. But when I did it, I had no satisfaction when I did it because I felt like I already should have been able to do it. You know the ones like that's I'm being very harsh on myself, like, and I realize that, and I tell myself, okay, cool, you know, and let me actually appreciate the fact that I've made it this far to do a muscle up now. Like I put in the work, I've been doing some calisthenics, and I did a muscle up within 3 weeks of actually training calisthenics once a week. Come on, let me congratulate myself a little bit. But given that I know that I'm strong and I have the power to do that, it's like I didn't give myself um that gratitude, that self gratitude and appreciation for what I did, because I felt like I should have been able to do it already, and it just felt like nothingness to me. I was like, yeah, finally, thank God. Like, what was taking me so long? Oh, it's bad though. Tangent. Um, yeah. Anyways, I had a calisthenics workout today, and it was cool. I had these good levels of energy, I would say. And then afterwards, I had to run a couple errands, had some work, had some work meetings and stuff like that. You know, the work meetings sometimes they drag a little bit, and you're not really interested in what's being said, so your eyes start to. But all in all, like the energy and the clarity was way better than yesterday, and it was kind of more sustained. Like so most of the time when I get back from when I wake up in the morning, I get to work, I'm tired already, right? This time I've gone to the gym and I've come back and I'm doing stuff, and I'm not tired. I'm not fatigued or anything like that. I may be a little bit wore down, but naturally, I've been to the gym. Low keto, I'm dreading tomorrow. No, I was dreading tomorrow actually, because these are the days where I'm gonna push myself to failure. You know, I'm gonna do the same exercises as I said in the previous video, cut it down and just push myself to failure on certain on all the exercises. And I was dreading it, but you know what? Now that I say that, I don't think I'm actually dreading it too much. We'll just see how it goes, innit? We'll see how it goes, because this is a different sort of, because I rotate. I do an upper lower body split, and I rotate the exercises. So I have two upper body workouts and two lower body workouts, and then I'll rotate them between the weeks. So I've done the first two last week, sorry, and I'm gonna do like the next two this week. So we'll just see how it goes. See what it's saying, man. Last time when I got back from the gym and I sat down, oh, whoosh, my eyes were just, and I was unmotivated. But you know what? And that's when I tried to snooze, and that was a terrible idea. But listen, what I've realized is a walk outside is a antidote for everything. Yo, listen, tired? Go outside. Go take a walk. Fatigued? They're kind of all just the same words. Fatigued, like overwhelmed, stressed. Take a walk. Take a walk. You know what I'm saying? Don't take a phone out of your pocket. Just take it in, man. Take in the scenery. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a difference to being outside and being in your head than being outside and actually paying attention to everything around you. Because when you realize the artwork, the beauty of nature naturally, oh my gosh, and it actually feels, maybe there's just something wrong with my eyes due to certain reasons, in it. We'll we'll explain in later videos, innit? But listen, go outside and just appreciate nature. Engage that right side of your brain. Do you know what I'm saying? Left side is language, this, that, and the other. Language is all about, left side is all about explicit. It's making things explicit. And right side is all about implicit, right? And you want to train the right side of the brain as much as possible, because the left side is responsible for the anxiety and the stress and this and that, and the right side is just cooler. You know what I'm saying? It's cooler, and it's more attuned to your subconscious, because your subconscious speaks in that sort of image, emotion, sort of vague, while the left tries to rationalize it and come up with explanations and stuff like that. So I remember watching a video, like a podcast ages ago, about how we're just becoming too left brain. That's why we're becoming more stressful and anxious as a society. Because we're just always engaging our left brain, always talking, always speaking, always texting. This is all just explicit communication, this, that, and other. And so the right brain activities will be things like drawing, sketching, being creative, imaginative, and we've lost that side of our brain. So it's like, what do we expect? We're only using one side of our brain, so of course we're gonna come up with all these conditions. Tangent. Hey, listen. Anyways, keto. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of energy right now, and you know what? I get a lot more energy when I'm in front of this camera now, and I don't know. I just want to bring energy to you guys, innit? And I have energy to bring, and I want to bring it to you guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's the same like when I have like conversations. Like me personally, I'm not. I'm gonna say I'm not one to initiate conversations, but it really depends on the context. But when someone initiates a conversation with me, and the conversation actually flows, and it's kind of like you breathe, you feed off each other's energy, and it's like action precedes motivation, right? And so it's just about that. Do you know what I'm saying? As soon as I put on the camera and I start talking to you guys, I get this energy, and it's just, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Keto day. What day is it today? It's a Saturday. No. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. So that's keto day 9, right? That's keto day 9. Saturday, Sunday. No. It's keto day 10. Saturday, Sunday, 11, 12. Okay. And we're feeling energized, we're feeling good, we're feeling ready to go. So hopefully this carries on. Let me know what you lot learned today in the comments.